This is our experimental little radio show, 7-second delay. Call it experimental because we're always finding new ways to not be funny. Yeah.
So what we did... Hey, that's the new boy, Rudy.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. Rudy on Oregon. There's something about open mic nights.
It's a sad...
The UCB theater has a policy against them. we had to sneak this under the wire.
I believe, unless I'm wrong, Civilization has a policy against this. Here's our situation. We have 3 great guests, and we didn't know who to put on first, the coveted first slot. So what we thought is we'd bring out all our guests, Billy, Joe, and Leonard, and we'd welcome them now, and then we'd determine, with a little contest we have devised, who should get the coveted first slot. Does that make sense? Let's do this. We have some questions. Hey, let's bring out, you know who's going to help with this?
Miss 7-second delay.
Miss 7-second delay. Let's welcome her now. What's her name?
Quinn.
Quinn.
Please welcome Quinn Lamonte.
Hey, Quinn.
Miss 7-second delay.
And you're wearing... I should explain to these guys. We came up with a number of questions. They were riddles written by my 5-year-old son Evan. Would it help you to see a picture of Evan? A boy. We'll just wait for Rudy to finish. Okay. A boy saw 2 monsters, but he was only a little afraid. How is that possible? I'll repeat the question. Any guesses?
I have one.
Jess?
Yeah. Because he's little, so he can only be a little bit afraid because he's a little person.
And the answer, of course, is...
One of the monsters was invisible.
Okay, here's question number 2. A man was wearing jeans, and he won a contest. How is that possible? Just to remind you, the answer to the first one was one of the monsters was invisible.
Are the pants invisible?
The answer is he was a genius.
That's actually good.
Yeah, that's really
That's a
He
good
was
one.
a genius.
Not bad.
Yeah, this is going swimmingly.
Yeah.
Quinn, a man said, "I see a bear," but he wasn't afraid.
The bear was very far away.
That's a good guess, Ken. Let's see what the answer is.
You were close. What he really said was, I see a chair. I said the bear part to make it tricky.
Yeah, that's a very tough one.
And he did.
Yeah, he did. That's
I
a
was
very
fooled.
challenging
I was very
one.
fooled.
A man bought every toy in a toy store. How is that possible?
Oh, I know this one.
Oh, you know.
I love Evan so much. My heart swells.
I'm going to venture a guess on this one.
Okay.
There was not very many toys in the toy store.
Yes! Quinn, will you open that envelope, please? The answer is...
There was only one toy.
Wow.
There you go.
Sorry, it was...
You do it.
So, Joe, you've kind of made a really big name for yourself with this Harry Potter musical.
Yes, yeah, that's where I definitely got started.
Well, we're out of time.
Yep, thanks. And good night.
I should have mentioned
Yeah.
the first segment is very abbreviated.
Yeah. Well, it was on YouTube, so that's about the attention span, I think.
But it did not begin on YouTube, too.
No, it actually started. It's called A Very Potter Musical, and it was a full-length original musical parody of Harry Potter. And it began at the University of Michigan in my senior year there. And we put it on just for fun. It was student-written, student-produced, student-acted.
This thing aired in Michigan. Mm-hmm. It struck a chord. People showed up. Now, you must have been, we've never had this experience, but you must have been amazed. People showed up. And
Yeah, absolutely.
What's it like when people
what's
show
it like?
up
And like,
at your show?
It's overwhelming. It's confusing.
Wow.
Yeah. We started out with live performances that were recorded, and the live performances, they weren't any tickets. You know, it was just free. You can show up. But it was, completely at capacity. So we thought, wow, this is a lot of fun. We'll put it up online. And what we didn't know is, like, overnight, it had several 100,000 hits online, and then within the week, it was up to 1 million. And I think the original, like, first part of the musical now has about 10 million hits on YouTube.
if what's her name, J.K.?
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling. If she was in the theater, what would she be most offended by, do you think?
All of it. Just definitely.
What moment would she just get up and leave?
Oh, geez, that's a good question. There's one part in there. I play Severus Snape in the musical. And I'm not Alan Rickman, as you can clearly see. And nobody is, and nobody can impersonate Alan Rickman. So I had my own kind of voice for him, though, where he talks very much like this, and he goes, Harry Potter, detention. And there's one line I remember that I did that would probably that kind of crosses the line, where we're talking about port keys and Horcruxes. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, so I know all about it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a port key and how a person can't be a port key, because if you were to touch, if the person were, if the person were to touch themselves, and then I look over at the guy who's playing Ron, and of course that's a touch themselves joke. That's become kind of a favorite on the internet.
Andy doesn't know what a port key or a Horcrux is.
So clearly that all makes sense.
No one does.
Are you related? Is it? There's a musical group called the Harry Potters. Is that?
Oh, Harry and the Potters.
Harry and the Potters.
I know
right.
them, but no, we're not related to them. There's actually a whole world that exists of wizard rock. I don't know if you guys know anything about this. It's just as silly as it sounds, but it's actually a lot of fun. And they write songs that
They
are
write
like
songs about Harry Potter.
they write songs about Harry Potter, and they're pop songs or they're rock songs, and.
Wow.
The Harry Potter fandom is so huge. It's like it seems like everyone on
But will
Earth.
Harry Potter fandom, will it be as big in 10 years? I mean, the last book's been written and the last movie's been made.
You know what? I would equate it, and this might sound like blasphemy, but I am a huge fan of this as well, so I think I can say this. I think it's kind of like Star Wars. It's a moment in time that was, iconic, and it captured sort of the hearts of everybody at that moment. And I think it's going to endure, at least as as something that people are interested in, or they'll share with their kids, or say, this is something that I was really into when I was a kid. It's already, the last movie came out, a year or two ago, something like that? And really, things have not slowed down, I don't think.
You want to flip a coin?
Okay.
Give a coin. Okay, heads, it's Leonard. And tails, it's Joe again. No, tails, it's Billy.
Tails.
Tails, please
welcome Billy Eichner.
That's what we should have done.
Welcome, Billy.
We should have done that first. We didn't have to get into invisible robots.
I was looking forward to another contest.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Kidding.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks very much. Now, you also are
thanks.
a child of the internet.
I
You're
am.
here because we found you on the internet.
Great.
And
Billy was just recently named one of the 50 funniest New Yorkers.
Oh, who wasn't?
By Time Out New York.
Who wasn't?
You weren't. Yeah, I've been watching your videos. I
He's
really
been telling
enjoy the street interviews.
Thank you.
And
I have a whole-
Funny or Die, the Funny or Die show started on the web, and now it's on Fuse TV.
No, I started doing YouTube videos, and Funny or Die started to pick them up, and then we turned them into a game show, like What I Do meets Cash Cab, pretty much. And now it's on Fuse, and it's called Funny or Die is Billy on the Street. And it is on the Fuse cable network.
So you are stopping people, strangers, on the street. I love
Yes.
this already.
Yes.
And I know it's a good idea because I'm jealous.
Uh-huh.
You're stopping people on the street.
Yes.
You're accosting. You're
I'm passionately approaching them. We turn the cameras on. The crew says, what neighborhood do you want to go to? I say where I want to go, and we just start walking. And what you see on the show is what you get. So, of course, people are not prepared to be on this show. They're on their way to work or lunch or the gym or whatever.
And are you handing them, if things go well for them, are you actually handing them cash?
Yeah, but I give away everything. Like, sometimes I'll just give people $1. Yeah.
You just determine that arbitrarily?
Yeah, well, some of the questions on the show are factual, but a lot of them are subjective. So it's a game show, but in order for people to win, they have to agree with my opinions about pop culture.
Give me.
So here's a comment from somebody who goes by the name SoCal Writer.
Okay. Is this Twitter?
About you. No, this is from an article I printed out from theadvocate.com.
Oh, okay.
I did laugh at the bit with the kids and at a few other spots, but telling someone he's an effing moron and telling a 65-year-old woman with no health insurance to F off is not funny. It's just rude in any language, New Yorkies or otherwise. You can still poke fun at people without being completely disrespectful. How do you respond to SoCal Writer?
They can suck my dick. I don't care. Like, don't watch the fucking show. I don't.
Ask me a question that you ask people on the street. Recently.
Who's better, Madonna or Lady Gaga?
Well, that's a generational thing almost, isn't it?
Not if
I
you
don't
know
know.
what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't know Lady Gaga much at all. I'll say
Well-
Madonna.
And I would agree with you. Because without Madonna, there is no Lady Gaga.
Welcome, Leonard.
Now that's his. Hey, Leonard. I should explain. Leonard's a very attractive young man, but for reasons he's about to tell us, he's wearing a
It's true.
Phantom of the Opera mask.
And I am wearing a mask.
And the reason you are wearing a mask is why?
So the deal is that I do a lot of things that Disney doesn't want me to do. I sneak underground in their tunnels, and I go up to abandoned areas, and I've been told that if they know what I look like, I'll be boloed. Boloed is be on the lookout. So I'll be on their boloed list, which is fine if I don't do anything bad. But if they catch me, usually I do get caught. And I go up there, I get caught, and I say, I don't know. I was just looking for a bathroom. Or really,
You mean
I'm
you're
not
in the
supposed to be up
sewers
here?
under Disney World, and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just looking for a bathroom."
So this is why I wrote the
Have
book.
sex on the monorails?
Yeah.
Oh, you do not have sex on the monorail.
You can have sex on the monorails, yes.
But is that the best place to have sex
It's
at Disney
not the
World?
best place to have sex.
What
at
is the
Disney
best place to have
I
sex?
think it is the best place to have sex.
People ask me this question and they don't like the answer. Do you really want to know the answer?
I do.
It won't.
Is it Peter Pan's ride?
No. It is the companion restrooms. The question you asked was the exact reason that I wrote the book. Because people were always asking me, why do you keep going back to Disney World? You're a grown man. What is wrong with you? Like, how can you... It's for kids. You know, how can you have fun there? So I'd go into this whole spiel about, well, there's a lot of fun for adults. And then I got sick of saying the same thing over and over. So I wrote the book.
And the book is called The Dark Side of Disney.
The Dark Side of Disney.
So Disney World now for you is like some sort of survival game challenge.
It's an adult playground.
You against them.
It's not really because, in all seriousness, Disney World is for kids. People pay a lot of money to go there and have a good time.
It's for kids. Where do you score drugs at Disney World?
But my point is,
wait,
kids,
where do you score drugs at
kids
Disney?
go everywhere. But part of what I say in the book is people spend a lot of money. It's not cheap to go to Disney World and have a good time. And if you are doing something that is spoiling their good time, I'm going to say you're a jerk. I'm not going to say what I would normally say because I've already done all my time.
Yeah.
But so I do say that in the book.
So you're subversive, but you do it quietly and for yourself. And
yeah, I mean, it's a very libertarian attitude to have, but it's like, as long as you're not harming someone else, then have all the fun you want to have,
that's
right?
crazy talk, crazy.
And you were also telling me that Disney World is home to the brain-eating amoebas.
It is. There's a thing that lives in the sediment. It's an amoeba, warm water. So during the summer, you stir this up and you get the water up your nose. It comes up through the nose. Into your brain.
What are you talking about?
It's an amoeba.
Brain-eating amoeba,
It goes
Andy.
into your brain.
But how does it get up your nose?
Well, the water.
What water? What
water if you're swimming in a lake.
Does Disney know about the book? Have they?
They do. I've heard from back channels that the managers are buying copies of the book and handing it out to the employees to kind of teach the employees
what to look for.
Yeah, how to spot scams and these sort of things that I pull. So
Well, that's a badge of honor.
It's selling books.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it's the first ever and last ever 7-second delay open mic.
We have 18 minutes.
The song I'm going to play, I'm going to call it Peter Cushing.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah. Veronica Loke, second one, hack of ace, hacks up a panda, and a tattoo staircase, nothing's worse than her hookah can fake. $2 tea is not rapture Brigade, trying to sniff in tears, nothing I write, let Byron blend with the girl on my side.
That I assumed that. I picked that up. I went to public school, but I got it. So I want to tell you guys, I've lived in New York City for 5 years. All right, and there is a place in New York that is beyond revolting. It is called the IKEA in Red Hook, Brooklyn. All right. Oh, round of applause for this wonderful place. Who has been to this place? Okay. Do you know I once saw 2 pregnant women get in a fist fight in the lobby? I did. I swear to God.
I bought Van Halen 1. It was the best damn record I ever owned. TGNY 1978. 2-handing guitar technique really got me off eruption, yeah. Ain't talking about love. I'm on fire. Tomorrow may come.
My name's Craig Freedman. I'm a Jew, but I don't like talking to Jews. So I'm like anti-social Semitic. Michael J. Fox has a new movie. He plays a time-traveling doctor. It's called Back to the Suture. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. M-I-L-K. Nobody cry. I just spelt milk.
Gee, what are you? Now my mother-in-law's over here. Gee, now why'd you wake the kids? Now the kids up. Now my brother's over here.
Well, no, of course not. Of course, I don't want you to do that. No. Why would I want you to do something like that? Of course not. Listen. Yes, good. Here I am on standing. Good. A small basement. Yes. Comedy theater, improv. Good. Couch. Faux talk show. Well, get out of here, you little pepperoni.
Let a joke outside a cafe in window shine. Her haircut stolen for 60 Frankenstein. Something must have happened over Manhattan.